happening? What's popping? What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another great episode of Simone with the Sports. I'm Simone, bringing you guys daily sports talk. So if you're new here, if you're old here and you haven't already subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you stop what you're doing. Make sure you leave a comment. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you keep rocking with me. Also, make sure you turn notification bells on because the videos are coming like boom, 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 and you don't want to miss a single video or a single live stream. Also, make sure that you check out the links down below. The first link is to buy me a coffee to help fuel this channel. The second link is to shop the official Simone with the Sports merch collection. Get you the Simone Sports wavy tee, or get you Simone Sports classic tee. And lastly, subscribe to our podcast, Tough Calls, where me and Dylan have some of your favorite sports analysts, reporters, former and current athletes, chop it up with us on the pod. So without further ado, let's get to this video, guys. So you've seen the title, you've seen the thumbnail, you already know what we're talking about, but I'm here to relieve you. This is the last time I talk about Ben Simmons for a while. I promise you guys, I have other things to talk about Sixers-wise. I have a lot of creative stuff coming up. And I'm just as much sick of the Ben Simmons talk as you guys are. But one thing I am sick of the most is misinformation. And that's why I wanted to address this whole Damian Lillard, Ben Simmons thing. Because honestly, guys, I do not see that happening. We're going to get into it. So sick of talking about Ben Simmons. Sick of hearing about Ben Simmons. But I feel like I'll be doing a disservice if I don't give my opinion on this. Because some of you guys have been in my comments. And if I got if I had a Dame dollar for every time I've seen Dame for Ben in my comments, I will be a little bit feeling good. My pocket will be kind of stuffed, okay? Because you guys keep talking about Dame for Ben, Dame for Ben, Dame for Ben. So I'm going to address that. First, I want to tell you guys that I pretty much have a new content plan. So I'm planning to do Sixers one day, Eagles one day, Sixers one day, Eagles one day, topic wise. Of course, if it's something that's like booming or breaking news, then I'll double up or prioritize. But right now it's looking like Sixers Eagles, so you can know what to expect. Of course, I'm gonna be bringing you guys some coverage from the NBA championship, NBA playoffs. I already told you guys I'm going for Chris Paul now. Chris Paul, stand-up guy, I've been respecting him forever. So sure, you can have a ring since the Sixers are out. So I'm going for Chris Paul and the Suns. Of course, I'm rooting for Dylan's Atlanta Hawks. I know the Atlanta Hawks beat us, but you guys know I got to root for Dylan's team. So I'm rooting for the Hawks. Realistically, don't see them winning at all. So I'm rooting for Chris Paul ultimately. So I'll be bringing you guys some coverage from that too. And I'm bringing you guys some vlogs this summer because I got a lot of stuff going on this summer. So I'm bringing you guys some vlogs. So I know you guys don't watch my vlogs, but watch them. Help me out. At least thumb it up. But guys, let's get into this topic. So Ben Simmons for Dame? No, heck no. First of all, guys, we got to understand one thing. Nobody is breaking their neck to get to Philly right now. The Eagles or the Sixers. We have been such an embarrassing city of sports for the last couple of months, pretty much the last year, that nobody wants to come to Philly. Nobody's waking up from their franchise and saying, you know what, I think a better destination for me would be Philly. So first of all, Dame Lillard is going to have to want to come to Philly in order for him to come to Philly. And he is not going to want to come to Philly, in my opinion. And the Portland Trailblazers are in a mess too. The Portland Trailblazers have had several early exits on behalf of Dame Lillard's others. So Dame Lillard could be in the same situation as Joel Embiid. It's like, dang, I'm laying my life out. I'm doing all I can to will my team to the win. And you others can't stand up. Now, Dame and Embiid are similar in that situation. You saw Dame Lillard splash and drip, 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 pulling up from the logo, pulling up from outside to try to will the Portland Trailblazers out of the first round, and then he could not get any help. Robert Covington was sticking it up for him. McCollum was sticking it up for him. And mind you, Damian Lillard carried that Portland Trailblazers team through the regular season as well, because remember, McCollum was hurt for a long period of time during the regular season. So it wasn't just the playoffs that Dame was carrying that load. He was carrying that load during the regular season. So if I'm Dame, I'm pissed, and I might be exploring other options. But the way that Portland treats Dame is Portland. He gets what he wants, and Portland, he's having his way. Like Lil Baby said, he having his way. No, my bad. That was Migos. That was Culture 3. I got them all mixed up. Migos and Drake having my way. He having his way in Portland. Okay, so to pull somebody like Dame out of Portland, that's going to take a heck of a lot. Now, mind you, Dame, of course, is a guy that wants to win a championship. He's tired of carrying the load of the team, and maybe he can pull somebody to Portland. Maybe he can get a trade and lure somebody to Portland, but I don't see Dame leaving Portland. He's in an ideal situation when it comes to the franchise being wrapped around his finger. Now, would Dame and Embiid be everything? Yes, that duo will be everything. 1-2 punch, Embiid in the post, Dame from the logo. Virtually unstoppable. But imagine what we have to give up for Dame. We have to give up more than we have to give up for James. We have to give up Ben, Tyrese, and probably Matisse for Dame. Damn, that's a lot. Hashtag Dame, that's a lot down below. Dame, that's a lot. Then we're going to have to restructure our bench. Not only we have to get Dame, because if we trade Tyrese and Matisse, we're going to have to go find replacements for that. Because Matisse's defense off the bench and Tyrese's explosiveness off the bench is going to have to get replaced too. You got to think about that. Dame, that's a lot. Dame, that's a lot of work we have to do. It's not just going to be bringing in Dame and boom, Dame, we had the championship. We have to still construct that bench roster, because our bench is really piss poor. Now let's talk about CJ McCollum. Well, first, you got to think about Portland too. Even if Dame wanted out, Ben going to Portland is not going to work for Portland. Like, why would Portland want to bring Ben? If you take Dame out of Portland, you have a bunch of, like they call, Robins. Ben is a guy at this point, he could change, who needs a Batman like Embiid, and he's the Robin. You put Ben on the Trailblazers and you got a bunch of Robins. And not even that. So you got a Robin of Ben and CJ McCollum. And mind you, CJ McCollum is more of a 2-guard. He's really a 2-guard. So, okay, you got, and CJ McCollum is a guy that can shoot, that can fill it up, so he can space the floor. But in the big moments, he hasn't been consistent. So you got 2 Robins and Ben and CJ McCollum. Then you have a bunch of others. And Melo, Robert Covington, if they even keep them, those guys aren't consistent. So Portland would be taking a huge step back and will still need a Batman for that team. So I can't see Portland doing that as well. Now we bring up CJ McCollum. CJ McCollum could be an interesting option for a Ben Simmons trade, because you bring CJ McCollum to Philly. You got a guy in the backcourt. You can bring Seth Curry off the bench. Imagine bringing Seth Curry off the bench. You have CJ McCollum in that backcourt. CJ McCollum, like I said, is a guy that can space the floor. Then you got a lot of shooting for Ben Simmons. And like I said, I don't trust CJ McCollum as my go-to point guard, because like I said, he's more of a 2-guard. So we will have to address that point guard position still. But we could get like a veteran point guard. And then have CJ McCollum at the 2, bring Seth off the bench. That's what I'm talking about. But then, of course, you have to look at, and then CJ McCollum would be something where we could just trade CJ McCollum for Ben at face value. But then you got to think about Ben in Portland. I can see it a little bit more, because then you have that Ben working in the post. If you know, Ben is a guy that works in the post, and then you have Dame, who's going to be your deep threat guy, who can also get to the post and work as well. So that's also a good 1-2 punch for Portland, because you could have Embiid being that rim attacker, that guy attacking the rim, attacking the basket, and then you have Dame Lillard as your guy that's attacking the perimeter, and your guy that's filling it up and spacing the floor, yada yada yada. And then you, of course, Ben Simmons is an extremely great facilitator, so imagine him putting Dame in his spots. Also, Ben Simmons will add that nice defense to that backcourt, because we know Dame isn't the best defender. So you have that offensive load of Dame, and then you have that defensive load of Ben. So you are taking away the shooting of CJ McCollum, but you're bringing in a better facilitator and a better defender in Ben Simmons. And if Ben Simmons turns it up like he's supposed to, he can be that guy that's attacking the rack, and then you have Dame Lillard as your guy that's, you know, doing everything else on offense. So I think that is more realistic with that CJ McCollum trade than the Dame Lillard trade. But let me know what you guys think, because you guys are throwing out a lot more options. But I promise I'm gonna bring you guys, it's not just about to be Ben Simmons, because I'm just sick as you are. So I'm going to be bringing up about 3 different other topics before we talk about Ben Simmons again. But let me know what you guys think down below. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you leave a comment. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.